girls, but all they had left were petites.
So what did you buy, shoes?
I'm a petite. I better get over there. I need a black dress for Dr. Silvano's funeral.
Dr. Silvano died 2 months ago. You went to his funeral.
Right. I can't right now. It'll be the nicest sound in the world.
Ma, you know, you don't look good.
I'm short and I'm old. What did you expect? Princess Di?
I think we should call the doctor.
I don't need a doctor.
Listen, Blanche, would you call, please? The number's by my bed. Dr. Harris.
I hate doctors. The only doctor I ever... Rush. It's not like you have a date tonight.
Ma.
It's not like you have a date any night or any day.
Look, Ma, when I find somebody worth going out with, I'll go out with him. Now, will you please stop nagging me?
Nagging? Is that what it's called when a mother wants a little happiness for her daughter?
Ma, I'd like to finish these glasses before Gloria gets here.
Your sister's not over to her. I'm her friend.
But there's nothing to tell her. This is just some crazy hunch.
My hunches are never wrong. Mrs. Gandhi would be alive today if she had taken my call. I'm going to tell her.
You are not. I will not let you.
Stop crying.
Oh, Rose, it doesn't wear white gloves and work at Disneyland. We're talking about a rodent.
Oh, I'm calling the exterminator.
Oh, no, don't. A mouse saved my life once. His name was Larry.
Larry the mouse. Oh, I loved Larry.
Your family was awfully tough on pets, weren't they, Rose?
Dorothy, this could be more serious than you think. Now, why don't you have a doctor look at that foot?
I already have.
When?
1965.
You don't want to miss the recital.
It is fine.
Oh, really? Let's see you do a Cincinnati.
Can. Great. Oh, Chrissy can't. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, really? No, I didn't know that could happen from a tanning machine. Every time we had a fight, toward the end our place looked like Easter in Rotterdam.
It's good to see that you're not bitter.
Everybody, I'd like you to meet my future son-in-law. This is Dennis, the gorgeous doctor. Dennis, I'd like you to meet my best friends. This is Rose. Hello, Rose.
On a farm, I'm used to it. You see, farmers can love their animals and still kill them because it's all part of the cycle of life. Good animals serve man and then they go to heaven.
Heaven?
Yes, heaven's full of cows and chickens and horses and pigs.
I hope heaven has boots.
Boy, Blanche, what is wrong?
I'm eating.
Eating is good.
I'm nauseated. I'm so nauseated.
Then stop eating.
How did this happen to me? How?
What, Blanche?
Oh, my God.
Blanche, please tell us what's wrong.
We're your friends, honey, your family. Now, nothing so terrible that we wouldn't understand. You can tell us, what is it?
Buzz off.
I'll spot you 25 points.
Oh, man.
Most of the boys I dated in college were just for the stories.
You must have more stories than O. Henry.
I'm going to unpack. Now, this isn't fair. You have to tell us.
No, you don't. But if you go out that door and don't come back in, we'll know you didn't. And if you do come back, that means you did.
Dorothy, is this a good champagne?
Gee, it's hard to tell. The 2 for $7 sticker is covering the year of the vintage.
Well, I'm sorry, Dorothy, but the welcoming committee is on a budget. Now, hurry up and finish arranging those flowers. Mr. Vaughn's going to be arriving. Oh, now, that's fine by me. I like to sit. We know it's your second favorite position.
I don't mean sitting. I mean babysitting. Right here for the participants' children on the day of the race.
Babysitting? Rose, I don't like other people's children in my house. I didn't even like my own children in my house. I cannot wait to go back there and rub their noses in it.
Isn't it wonderful how you make lifelong bonds when you join a sorority?
No, I never belonged to a sorority. I was blackballed.
Oh, I think that is so cruel. The Alpha Yams didn't have blackballing. We believe that any girl who wanted to help her community and foster a
This neurotic woman who made me and Virginia miserable our entire lives. I gotta go pack.
I hate to give him back.
Goodbye, Danny. Goodbye, pussycat. Goodbye, little fella.
What are you carrying on? It's like talking to a salami.
What the hell are you talking about?
Ask the towel lady. As you all are around to change its diapers and clean up after it when it spits up and pees, I'd love to be a mother again.
Are you girls sure you really want to do this?
Oh, look, I know it's going to be a lot of work, but, it'd be worth it to hear a baby's laugh around the house.
Oh, come on, let's do it.
What do you say, Ma?
What choice do I have if I say no?
You wait your turn.
It's a postcard from my daughter, Rebecca. Girls, can you believe it? After almost 4 years, my baby's coming to see me. I'm so happy I could cry.
Bet you are crying.
Admit it, Rose. You worked for Allied Intelligence.
Really? What'd you talk about?
Oh, art, literature, world events, life. I haven't had that stimulating a conversation in years.
Now, Dorothy, if you're saying you can't get stimulating conversation around this house, I beg to differ.
I can't believe it. It says here that since Michael Jackson can't buy the Elephant Man, he's now put in a bid for the remains of the Big Bomb. Passion.
Okay, see you mañana, ladies.
Wait a minute. Where are you going? You've only been here 10 minutes.
So what? I'll be back tomorrow.
Ernie, listen to me and listen good. If you walk out that door right now, you can forget about ever coming back. I sound like I'm on Ryan's Hope.
Right, nice cover. It's true, Sophia. I need a new bed. My old one is falling apart. The prices are outrageous. The bed I will
Photographs in an empty storefront that used to be Jack Kemp's campaign headquarters.
Rose, he's wearing a cape.
and a mask. He's wearing a cape and a mask. Wait a minute. Is this guy an insurance salesman named Marshall Herskovitz?
That's his car. You start again.
I don't know. I've just been under a lot of stress lately. My job, Ma, getting married.
You're growing older. You don't go out much. Your chin is starting to droop.
You know, since I've already had the cigarette, why don't you just blindfold me and shoot me?
You also know what a handsome doctor looks like. It doesn't mean you got one.
Sophia, she's right. 3 palm trees.
$10,000. Oh my God, we just won $10,000.
$10,000.
I don't believe $10,000. Split 4 ways, that's almost $2,000 apiece.
And for us to do.
Okay. It was so nice finally meeting you all.
See you later, Clayton.
Oh, isn't it nice to see a brother and sister who are such good friends?
It certainly is. Oh, I always wished that I could have been closer to my brother Phil. You know, go places together, share experiences. Although I did...
Mabel, he'll blow my head off.
Rose, you've got to do something. This is crippling you.
Just save whatever pieces you find, Sophia. I can glue it back together.
You bet. Whatever I find, I love that vase.
Meet eligible men at galleries. Why don't you come with me?
Can I come too, Blake?
Oh, sure. I think it's going to be a great show. It's featuring the work of Mr. Jasper de Kimmel. You ever heard of him?
I'm not sure. Has he ever done anything in velvet?
Jasper de Kimmel's art hangs in museums all over the country.
Else? How did you know that, Dorothy?
I'm clairvoyant, Rose.
You're so lucky. I get into a pool, I sink like a stone. But how did you know about Blanche?
Stuck here on Valentine's Day with the 3 of you. Oh, this is the worst day.
Blanche, I don't think you're gonna have to worry. It's not gonna happen.
Has anybody seen a small bottle of pills? Brown bottle, Patton's Pharmacy label, your name on the prescription? Yeah, never saw it.
Ma,
All right, yesterday I was looking for the oregano and accidentally knocked them into the sink. I forgot all about it.
She melted in
Where exactly are your loins?
Rose, it doesn't matter. Just listen. She melted into his arms, faint now with the animal musk of him.
I didn't know people had loins. I've heard a loin of pork. You don't understand why you didn't tell him this morning exactly how you felt.
Is that it, Rose? I mean, are you finished, or is there something else that you don't understand?
Well, actually, there is. I don't understand how a thermos keeps things both hot and cold.
Can't believe one stupid mistake on my part could undo all of that. Oh, believe it. It was one hell of a stupid mistake. Well, was I the first guy to ever go through a midlife crisis and react that way? Probably not. But you were the first one I was married to. Dorothy, hear me out. I know what you're thinking. Hi. Hello, Stan. Come on in. I ordered up some refreshments. After all...
seeks traveling companion. Tour of European cathedrals, no prudes.
That's my pal. What a day. Look at this. Toothbrush.
His pension.
He's dead. How much does he need?
You know what gets me mad about this whole thing? All those years Charlie put into that job just for the pension. He used to say, Rose, I hate selling horseshoes, but if I do it long enough, you'll be set for... Which number 3?
Witch? He cast me as a witch? Well, who got Lady Macbeth? Don't tell me. Probably one of those little theater groupies with a mattress strapped to it.
Having to
Hold on, Dorothy. This is a joke, isn't it? He didn't really pick you up, man.
Oh, Blanche, I didn't even want the part, but Jason said I have presents.
Listen, I really have to go to work.
He actually picked you over me. I do not believe this. I have been had.
I know.
It's because I've joined this group, and they teach you to use positive thinking to bring health and success and love into your life. There's a meeting tonight. You want to come?
Oh, Rose, come on, forget it. This is just a fad. I mean, this is for gullible people who believe in magic.
Dorothy, you're not very open-minded.
I am so. Now shut up.
Rich, eligible men. I put an ad in the paper saying I have a Mercedes for sale for a very low price.
Blanche, you don't have a Mercedes.
But I'm renting one and pretending it's for sale. All day tomorrow, men are going to be showing up here for a test drive.
Oh, Blanche, you've done enough. I'll get it.
I'll help you. You're a delightful man. You know, he has the most positive attitude of anyone I have ever met.
And he's wearing the cutest little gray suit I think I've ever seen.
As human being, I disagreed. The man is pig. He charged me rent. His own cousin.
I can believe that.
His rates are reasonable, but the way he nickels and dimes you on the extras.
No, you're right. Stan is a lazy, disgusting, sorry excuse for a man.
Now I stay here with...
I've been marking the days off on my big ships of the Navy calendar.
I don't think I can stand it much longer. My body feels like a Corvette up on blocks with its engine racing and the wheels just spinning and spinning with nowhere to go. I feel like I'm going to explode. Dorothy, you have to help me. You have to do something.
Honey, a trip to the hospital is the best thing for you.
You think I'm stupid? This scam has Shady Pines written all over it.
Ma, be serious.
Come on, we're all adults here. I see the way you've been eyeing my bedroom. Wouldn't a wet bar go great where the old lady is?
Ma, that's ridiculous. Why would I take you?
Hello?
Hi, you're on the air with Dr. Kelly. I need your first name only.
My name is Cher.
And your problem, Cher?
I have a 55-year-old daughter named Dorothy. Dorothy Spornak. She's got problems. Put on flowers for the awards banquet.
Really? Oh, gee, Ma, ever since the two of us started planning this banquet, you have been incredible. I mean, you told me you got a great deal on the flowers, the caterer, the janitorial service. Oh, I wish I worked this hard for charity.
You will, pussycat. You will.
It'll be fun. You like square dancing.
No, thanks.
Oh, Rose, you're only going to be dancing with men. You can't kill them by doing that.
Nope, no more men. That's it for me.
No more man. My God, I would die. I would just die.
It's not like no more food, Blanche.
It's worse.
There are many women who live happy.
Oh, no, that one.
That wasn't a word. My denture slipped.
Ma, Uncle Angelo's plane lands at 4 o'clock. You have plenty of time to make a fresh batch before then.
Good, because these aren't fit for human consumption.
Top of the morning, sunshines.
Hey, Rose, try one of these.
That's it. I'm out of here.
Number 3, they act cranky.
Ah, the hell with you. Get your own car.
Number 4, they usually laugh out of context.
What are you laughing at?
I'm sorry, I thought you said, my dog has no nose. Well, how does he smell?
Now, believe me, you'll be better off once I put you out of your misery. I have never killed another living thing in my entire life. All right, a bug. Yes, I have killed bugs, but they don't count.
Hi, I'm Jerry. Is Dorothy Zbornak here?
Everything will be fine. But just to be on the safe side, I'll swing by here tomorrow afternoon.
And then everybody would tickle each other until the whole family was throwing up together.
Oh, dear. I'm just so confused.
Oh, honey, listen. You need more time. I mean, right now you're too upset to make the right decision.
Hey, I'm gonna have to ask you a few questions. Well, Lord, I can't ask you this. I can't even ask my own wife this. I'd like to.
Dean Tucker, what happened to me was really quite simple. I'm not doing very well in Professor Cooper's class.
I ought to go to that banquet, and I'm going to call my date.
Honey, if you can get a date the way you look, you deserve that award.
Well, why don't you call your date, too? I would just love to have you there so you can eat your heart out when I accept the award.
Oh, don't worry, I'm going to be there, because I'll be the one accepting the award.
How much? $2. Get wild. Treat yourself.
Give you $1.50.
What does this look like, Baghdad? Get the hell out of here.
No, that's no way to sell things. Rose, in my opinion, it is time to say bye-bye to Mr. Longfellow and Elvis. I mean, what's the use of having a garage sale if we can't part with anything?
How much for this hockey stick?
$1,100.
And kiss our new TV goodbye. Isn't that right, Mr. Longfellow?
Yes, it is.
Please! Listen, I have a great idea. It's a little strange, it's a little bizarre, it's slightly off the wall, but it just might work.
What is it, Dorothy?
Why don't we each take $20 from our pocket? That's very touching, Rose. It shouldn't be, but it is.
You know, when I think of my father, I don't remember just one incident. I just know that he was always there to take care of me whenever I got into trouble, which was all the time. I just never dreamed that.
Excuse me, you made a mistake. Those peaches aren't 59 cents a pound, they're 89 cents. Honesty is the best policy.
What are you trying to do, Rose? Qualify for some kind of scout badge?
I can't help it if I'm an honest person. Obviously something you don't know anything about.
What are you talking about?
When you bought Penny, it was just a fluke, or you think we could learn to like each other?
Well, I think it might take time, but I think it could be worth it.
Let's give it a shot.
Great!
I'm game.
Okay. Oh. Wait a minute. Didn't go out on Halloween. I was a wreck. But the year went by and no curse. Then the next year went by. No curse. Then finally, when I was 15, Mama took me to the doctor because I still didn't have the curse. And he said, Blanche, do you mean to tell me you still don't have your period? And I said, well, of course I have my period, you fool. I'm not a child. I've had my period.
Oh, thank God you're here.
Arrested for prostitution. I can't believe it.
Sophia, we're innocent.
I know that. I can't believe these dumb cops would think anyone would pay money to sleep with you.
Sophia, did you come to bail us out?
Not even with the man you yourself described as having the personality of a dial tone. And why? So you can go have a splendid evening with some dashing naval officer. Well, absolutely not. Under no circumstances will I even entertain the notion.
I'll let you borrow my cashmere sweater anytime you want.
No!
I will give you outright, my practically full... Oh, honey, I think it's wonderful that you're going out with Stan again tomorrow night. Jeff and I are going to a formal dinner at the base. Oh, he looks so dashing in his dress uniform.
Dorothy had a date with the Commodore. Blanche had a date with Stan. I spent the evening making bacon, lettuce, and potato sandwiches.
Problem.
So I decided to kill myself to teach that town a lesson. I phonied up my death in a riverboat accident. I had the captain, who I was secretly seeing after school, help me with all the details. Everything went perfectly. Oh, the town had never seen a funeral like mine. Hundreds of people.
Not tonight, Salvador. I've been cooking all day.
No, please, go on. That's enough. Michael, I want to talk to you about last night.
Sure, Mom.
You ungrateful brat, how could you do this to me? I'm sorry. That's not what I planned on saying.
It's okay.
Knew about that a long time ago. Nolan told me. And he said you were the one that was lousy. Take that back. Will.
Come on, girls, now let's examine our priorities. We have no food, water, or shelter. Besides, I also slept with Nolan on that fateful trip.
What you said applies to me, too. My whole life has just been one lie after another. I realize now I was doing it just to get attention. I think maybe it's finally time for me to stop.
Oh, Mr. Meyer, that's wonderful.
Marvelous. Let's get going. I could have walked to New York by now.
Oh, Dr. Escobar,
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the severe storm front that is passing through the area, all flights in and out of Miami International Airport have been canceled until 6 a.m. tomorrow. Have a Merry Christmas.
And the veal shack never did taste right.
Oh, Aunt Angela, you made that up.
Hey, I'm 80. As long as I keep talking, I know my heart is still beating.
Angela, may I offer you something to eat?
As long as it isn't veal.
Well, it's not because of Pee-wee. Helen almost got my balance, and I only dropped my baton 4 times. And when I was finished, I was unanimously voted captain of the cheerleading squad.
Blanche, how was that possible?
Underneath my regulation uniform, I was wearing little black French lace panties. Bearing the
In the closet.
Angela has something she'd like to say.
So does Sophia.
Dishes. The next thing I knew, I came to in a motel with my toupee in my mouth.
I cannot believe this. I cannot believe that I am hearing this. I mean, I always assumed that something like this could happen, but I just figured it would be with that blonde secretary you had, who couldn't type or take shorthand.
You're wrong on 2 counts, Dorothy.
Great. Welcome aboard. Well, she seems like a nice person. Where's she from?
I don't know.
Is she a beach person?
I don't know.
How long have you lived together?
About a year.
Really?
Look, Rose, we all kind of go our separate ways.
It's a chocolate soft drink.
I never had one.
You know what? I bet if we had to, we could do a pretty good job of raising Emily.
I don't know if we'd have the physical energy, but I'm sure it would be a lot easier for us after all we've been through.
What are we doing?
I can't even reach mine.
Sophia, have you all had a chance to catch up on old times?
Yeah, Angela filled me in on how all my friends and family back home are doing.
Hours on this earth than most chickens do in a lifetime. Give me a break. I'm making this up as I go along. Above all else, that chicken was a great entertainer. And a great entertainer deserves to be remembered in a special way.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
I don't believe in plastic surgery. I think it's unnatural.
This from a woman who brags she slept with a pig until she was 11.
I think if it makes you feel better, to look better, there's nothing wrong with it.
Then I guess it's just that looking good isn't that important to me.
Oh, come on. What are you talking about, Rose? You wear makeup. Mother and your father are going to see you through this.
Absolutely. In fact, I have a business appointment tonight, and I'm going to call right now and cancel it just so I can be here for you.
Daddy, I don't want you to do that. I'll be fine, really.
All right. But I'll only be gone for an hour.
Yeah. Less than half an hour if she doesn't want dinner.
Keep your chin up, Princess.
Why don't you get a rubber hose and whack me around until I'm razor sharp?
Ma, I have a problem. I'm worried about tomorrow. I don't know whether or not I should go on that mission.
Dorothy, for 50 years you've come to me with all your problems. Who should I take to the prom? Where should I go to college? Do you think I should marry Stan? These were...
Bobby, let's go. The exchange is going down. Move it.
What's going on?
Mr. McDowell, no time to explain. You just get on the floor and stay there. Is that clear? On the floor now.
Everything I need. Coconut, eggs, unbleached flour, rum.
Oh, you making a rum cake?
No.
Gee, I love to bake. Back in St. Olaf, I always baked our birthday cakes. Charlie loved them. I remember the last cake I baked in St. Olaf. It was kind of different.
I told you I would pick up the cake.
Oh, I know, but back where I come from, most people won't eat store-bought.
Rose, where you come from, most people live in windmills and make love to polka music.
Stop it, Dorothy. You're making me homesick.
A bank, a department store?
Ocean Mist Retirement Hotel, Sundays noon to 1.
Ocean Mist. You know Molly Feinberg?
I don't think so. Wait a minute, you mean Molly Feinbaum?
I'm wrong. Ocean View, not Ocean Mist.
Feinstein, that's it. Gray hair, glasses.
Or is it Ocean Spray?
But I got a right to sing the blues. I lost my Teddy.
I understand, Rose, which if I thought about it says something deeply disturbing about me. I've got a right to sing the blues.
Dorothy, I hope you didn't fix breakfast for me. I'm not eating.
Did you let me or one of the girls know?
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. She's the housekeeper, right?
Right,
But she's not supposed to lift a finger, right?
right,
If anything needs to be done, you take care of it, right?
right. Where are you going, Ma?
To get a job as a housekeeper.
Ma, be serious now. Marguerite is dangerous.
It was my high school graduation. I was valedictorian.
You were valedictorian?
Yes, I was fourth out of 19 graduating seniors. Anyway.
Wait a minute. Rose, if you were fourth, how were you chosen valedictorian?
Good evening, I'm Edwin Newman.
The eyes of the entire world were on Moscow today as Rose Nyland continued her mission of peace. It was 15 days ago that Mrs. Nyland wrote the now historic letter that captured the attention of Premier Gorbachev. Today she was in Red Square, capturing the hearts and minds of the Russian...
Yourself. This is today's poll. Blanche, I never expected that they would figure out it was you in that picture. I felt terrible when they did.
Well, how do you think I feel? People think I slept with you.
Blanche, all my life,
Oh, we might as well get used to the fact that she's going to be mad at us for a long, long time.
Hi, girls. How y'all doing?
Hi, Blanche, aren't you mad?
Not anymore.
Well, we did a terrible thing. You should stay mad at us for a long, long time.
She cannot stand to see anyone else happy.
Calm down, Dorothy. I'll brew you some tea.
I don't want any tea.
Oh, but this is a special blend. It's very soothing.
Rose, have you been drinking much of this?
Only at night when I can't sleep.
This is loaded with caffeine.
But we need caffeine.
All right, I'll say it. Feeding him?
Well, I can't hear any more of this. Blanche, how could you do this to me?
Rose, wait a minute. I can explain everything. It's not like you think.
If Sven said you kissed him, you kissed him.
I did kiss him, but it was just teasing.
Well, you can just have them back. I've only cheated once in my life, and I vowed I'd never do it again.
Couldn't handle the guilt, huh?
No, I got caught. Oh, it was the worst experience of my whole life. St. Olaf was rocked by the scandal.
What'd you do, shortchange somebody down?
She's an idiot. I've got the perfect example. Dorothy was on her summer vacation looking for a part-time job. So she asks Rose to put her ad in the classifieds. Well, that was a mistake to begin with right away.
Rose, it is not here.
Look again, it has to be.
Rose, I have read every want ad in the paper. Mine is not here. Are you sure you
We're talking about the aliens from outer space.
Oh, those aliens. Get out, both of you.
Dorothy, now have a heart. Rose and I rented that movie Aliens, and it just scared us half to death.
Scared me, too. That Sigourney Weaver's a sweet girl, but she really shouldn't go without makeup.
I don't have time for that.
And that meant a lot to me. I spent a long time searching for someone exactly like Rose Nyland. I never found her. And now I know why. There's no one exactly like Rose Nyland.
Oh, buddy.
Charlie carried on.
Don't ever change, pussycat.
Jeremy. Well, nice to meet you, Jeremy.
It's a pleasure to meet you,
Won't
too.
you come in, sit down?
Thank you. Oh, you have a lovely home here.
Thank you. You seem like a very nice young man.
Oh, he is a very nice young man.
Becky, was she talking to you?
I'm sorry.
Hors d'oeuvres are now being served.
Oh, Jeremy, I want you to meet my mother's friends. This is Dorothy, Sophie.
Well, there were already 3 other people in town. But that's beside the point. One day, I got up the courage to go up to mean old lady Hickenlooper and ask her why she always frowned. Well, she had been born with no smiling muscles.
Waves on Biscayne Bay. I've grown so much as a writer since then. I should hope so.
Blanche.
No, it's all right. Did you have a problem with my book, dear? Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. All those waves. Big waves, little waves, dark waves rolling in. Page after... Well, I think I'd better be going too.
But it's still so early. I thought we could all have a game of Oogle and Flugel.
I don't believe I've ever heard of that.
Oh, we used to play it back in St. Olaf. It's an adult version of hide and go seek.
Oh, how do you do? I'm Dorothy Zbornak. This is my mother, Sophia Petrillo, and these are my friends, Rose and Blanche. We're competing on today's show.
Well, hello, Tiffany. It is such a pleasure to meet you, honey. I want you to know that I thought those pictures of you in that sleazy girly magazine were so tastefully...
We're clear.
Thanks.
So, Dorothy, how does it feel to have a big fat zero?
We'll catch up.
I wasn't talking about your score. I was talking about your partner.
So we're too dumb, huh? We're gonna whip your heinies.
The game's not over yet, not...
To make it up to you,
Give me $100.
make it 50.
Done. I love you.
Standing on the balcony of the Von Trapp home, listening to artillery shells bursting in the distance, and you come running on from upstage, okay?
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
The Nazis are coming! The Nazis are coming!
Everybody, grab a gun and go to the basement. Come on. But that's a separate story.
I wouldn't mind hearing it. Oh.
Rose, shut up. Now, everybody stay where you are and go to sleep. I have to go to work early in the morning.
Oh, darn, I forgot something.
Go in your potatoes.
Now, shut up and get into bed.
Amen. Nice work, Dorothy.
Wasn't me.
Gallops into town. Of course, both girls are impressed. He dates one night, the other the next night. Pretty soon, he drives a wedge between them. Before you know it, the pizza suffers, the business suffers, the friendship suffers. The girls part company and head for America. Plaid polyester. Rose, you have something in a size 6?
Come on, Ma, I'll help you pick something out. Must be Raymond.
I'll be right out. I just have to get some hard candy and my donut pillow.
The pearl.
Neither. I'm going to spray paint it on my hump.
You see, Blanche, you don't know any more than I do. I've decided I'm gonna run for fashion show chairman.
Well, you're just wasting your time. Who on that fashion committee is going to vote for you? I'm going to win.
Well, I don't see how that's possible. Everybody...
Rocco did admit he robbed a bank.
It's my fault. He thought the only way he could keep me was if he had money to buy me expensive things. I gotta convince him to turn himself in. If he doesn't, I'll go to the police myself. It's the last time I let a man toy with my...
Can't do all this work by himself.
He can't do any of the work. He'll be the brains. He'll tell me what to do in Italian. I'll tell you, you do the work.
Forget it. We're not carpenters.
You know what, Dorothy? It's worth a try after all the job's already half done.
So, do I tell Vincenzo we got a deal?
Wait a minute. What does he want to
Fine, rich, young black man off the top of my head.
Wait just a minute till I get a pencil.
Mama, I love Michael. I don't care about his color. Honey, it's just a phase. Ever since Diana Ross started marrying white men.
Pretend that we're happy, and then complain to anybody who'll listen.
Michael, congratulations.
Is the Zbornak-Wagner party ready? I think we are.
Well, wait a minute. Lorraine has to have something old and something new and something borrowed and something...
Well, the bed's in my bedroom. Who's gonna know?
Everyone who knows the bunt sign on the New York Yankees.
Look, everyone, Mr. Terrific.
Rose, please, you're embarrassing me.
So I'm Mrs. School Teacher, and I'm going to be your friend just for today. Of course, Kolak from Twilar will also be here. Later.
That's right, and the town fathers took down his picture. It had always hung in the St. Olaf Auto Shop, right next to Andy Granatelli. My mother used to date him. You know what he has under that trench coat?
A wrench?
That's what Mother called it.
Age making me want to see those things.
No.
I'm glad I looked you up, Blanche. I haven't had this much fun in a long time. Well, I guess I better be getting back to the hotel.
Oh, honey, are you sure you have to?
Blanche, are you asking me what I think you're asking?
Well, what do you think?
Sophia, that looks beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
But don't you have to be a virgin to wear a white wedding dress?
Please, the last time I was a virgin of the Louisiana...
And after Ma got everybody out of the water, people started trying our food.
And before we knew it, there wasn't a pizza or a quiche left on the shelf.
The place is a hit.
Yep.
Sophia, I am very proud of you. Not only did you save the business, but you saved all those people from the shark.
My nerves get a bit jangled at these events. Perhaps you would care to discuss one of my paintings?
That would be lovely.
Good, good. Now, shall we start here? Now, do you see how I echo Monet with my brush strokes?
Yeah.
Yes. And do you see how I show darkness with single points of light?
Oh, yes. Yes. I was talking about patience. Rose, just tell Ernie that sex is not the most important part of a relationship. Just ask anybody married to an Englishman. I'm going to call Ernie right now. I think we have a lot to talk about.
Hey, she didn't even tell us how it happened.
Same way it happened the last time you did it. Of course, hairstyles may have changed since then.
Really, I do.
Oh. I'll never forget what you've done for me.
It's all over. She gave it a whirly enough to help.
Oh, Rose, I'm sorry. You got a minute?
Sure, Dorothy.
It's about Eddie. You know, I've been seeing him for a week now. I'm having a relationship with him like I have never had with a man before in my life. It is purely...
I'm not wearing cologne. But that's impossible. It smells kind of like a mixture of Old Spice and musk and...
And a porterhouse steak?
Yes.
That's me. The smell really gets intense when I sweat.
Really? Well, I'd be curious to...
I used to daydream all the time that my real parents would knock on the door and take me away. So like most of the kids there, I started fantasizing about who they might be. I had a particularly clear picture in my head of my father. Anyway, one day, they took us all to the movies. And when Bob Hope...
Oh, being this close to you is the biggest thrill of my life.
If you were any closer, there wouldn't be room for my car keys.
Mr. Hope, could we impose upon you to entertain for a few minutes?
Will I entertain? I didn't put this makeup on to go bowling.
It's been so long. Boy, you look... It's been so long.
I know, and you look exactly the way you did at our high school graduation. Of course, rumors were that you were 3 months pregnant.
Everyone out.
What's wrong, Rose?
The slightest noise and my Hooba-Floggle cake will fall. Oh, why?
Rose? Honey, calm down. You can make another cake.
Look, we're gonna set it up over here. Dorothy, I'm gonna put you...
I have no recollection of Dreyfus since last Thursday. I have no recollection, period, since last Thursday. Anything could have happened in 3 days. I just hope I'm not carrying Steve Garvey's baby. Well, Blanche, what do you think? Sophia, what have you done? Saved my puckered little Sicilian behind, that's what. When Dreyfus didn't come home again this morning, I went to the pet shop and got a duplicate. Amazing, isn't it?
What's wrong with you? But that's over. Just because we're sisters doesn't mean we have to be friends. I'd like to be someday, but you're going to have to make the first move. Goodbye, Holly.
We are facing some long, painful, hunger, pang-filled nights.
Who wants to lick the spoon? I do.
Maybe we could just change our hairdos.
Now, we cannot do that, Dorothy. I'm still trying to recover from the last time. Remember about same time of year 2 years ago was that little... Thanks for the Medicare. For Blue Cross and Blue Shield. For a hip that finally healed. Remember, on prescriptions, generic is a...
Dorothy?
Have we met?
Not yet. I'm here because of your ad in the paper. Willing to do anything, $8 an hour, no job too big or small.
Yes, of course. Please come in. I'm sorry, I didn't expect people to actually come here. I just figured, that I would be going to them.
That's the way.
Nobody believes me. Everybody thinks I'm crazy. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm really crazy.
Oh, Dorothy, you are not crazy. I mean, you are absolutely not crazy. I've seen the way you walk. I've seen how wiped out you get. You're not crazy, honey. Ingrid Thurman stopped.
What was she writing?
She wasn't. She was giving birth to Hans and Franz, the twins. And she stopped right in the middle, right after Hans.
Well, what happened to Franz?
He stayed in.
I don't believe it. Another rejection. And this one isn't even personal. It's a form letter. They just filled in my name at the top.
Ladies, drinks?
Champagne. The best you have.
Dorothy, that's so expensive.
Shut up, Rose.
This is my treat. It is a celebration.
What are we celebrating?
My daughter found out For God's sake, somebody say something.
Big help.
Dorothy, what about you? You're always the sensible one around here, the free modern thinker who keeps up with the times. Now, what do you think?
It's never too soon to start a baby book.
Oh, boy, we're going to a sperm bank. I can't think of a better way to pep up a slow day. What did you make that's so special? Sardine casserole with a kind of a oatmeal cookie crust. I hope you like it. There's a lot. What a pigeon.
Oh, my God. If they want to make spies talk, they should
It's no good at this.
Yeah, that's beginning to shine through.
It was so much easier when I was married. I'd buy something expensive. George would yell at me. I'd put on a see-through nightie, and that'd be the end of it. Why can't the government work that way?
According to the newspapers, a lot of times it does.
Make me laugh.
All right, here we go. It seems there was this doctor.
It seems there was? What is this, existentialist humor? Was there a doctor or wasn't there?
Yes. Yes, there was this doctor. He's sitting in the park.
What time of year is it?
What difference does it make?
You have to set the scene.
Who is telling this joke?
At the moment, the good people in that town saved and sacrificed so that Peter and Matty could have 1 weekend of fun before his operation.
He looks fine.
Oh, tell him that. Look, call me crazy. I don't see anything wrong with
Beef. But when I get home, I find these crummy little hard pieces, from the end. Anyway, today I went in with a positive attitude. I told myself, this man is my friend, and I know he is going to give me a good cut of meat. Look.
It's a miracle.
Oh, great. Well, I'm leaving. I found a compatible roommate. Here's my new address and phone number.
Oh, come on, Ma, you're joking.
It's no joke. Ciao. Auf Wiedersehen. Arrivederci and sayonara. I hope it's death.
Get it, Rose.
Charmaine! Blanche, look who's here. It's Charmaine.
Oh, good. Ringside seats.
Amounts of your own money to show mutual good faith and open up an account. And if the money isn't claimed, then you could withdraw it all and split it. And if it is, well, at least you've made some interest.
Oh, that sounds too complicated.
I think it would work. I'd certainly be willing to put up $2,000 of my money if you two would put up $1,000 each.
I'm not saying you're a cheater. I'm not saying that you're like Stan. I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with me, that I'm not trusting enough, but I'm going to need some time.
So what are you telling me? It's going to be months or years or maybe never?
Can you believe it? She's been dancing with him for the last half hour.
Don't let it get to you, pussycat.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
All your whining is lousing up the happiest day of my life.
It states.
Then he should know better.
This is...
Blanche Devereaux, it's a real pleasure, Mr. President. My, you do have a lot of Secret Service men, don't you?
Hi, Blanche.
Hi, fellas.
Thank you, Mrs. Devereaux. And, Mr. President, this is Dorothy Zbornak.
No.
Did I say there was going to be a question and answer period after I spoke?
Hey, about the procedure? I put in a temp, and now you are ready for a crown.
I'm not talking about the procedure.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
You touched me. You fondled me. Didn't you?
Rose, this happens to dentists all the time. A side of...
Oh, no. You're not a substitute nurse, too, are you?
I'm sorry about your knee. You wouldn't have been blindsided if you'd stayed in the pocket.
You know football?
I know everything. I see some people have already signed.
Shoulders stooped and their backs curved.
Blanche, that's different. That's shame.
Oh, Sister Claire.
I got you, babe. Babe. Blanche, is there something I can get you?
No, thanks. Oh, damn. You know, ever since the funeral, I've had this dream where it's all a mistake and George is really alive, and I just feel so happy. We see each other, we run to embrace, but just before we hug, always just before we hug, I wake.
When I was at the library, they said that your library card had expired 5 years ago.
Really? Where could I have been? Oh, yeah. Locked in an old age home.
Dorothy, I cannot go through with it. I'm on call tape.
Are you all right, Sophia? Why does everyone keep asking me that? I'm okay. I'm fine. I don't want to talk about it. You know, I saw a lot of this when I worked at the grief center. You're angry about Phil's death, and that's normal. But you shouldn't be angry with Angela. You know, I think you haven't cried.
And that was quite enough.
Then why don't you come to my house? Angela, please.
Okay, I'll come.
Okay.
Maybe I could show Blanche how to correctly apply her makeup.
I'd like that.
Although she might be offended if I bring it.
I do. Could we discuss this later?
Wow. Oh, thank you, Blanche, but there's more. The police have just informed me that there was also a robbery by an unidentified man. Perhaps this little fellow knows who he is.
Stanley, stop it. I am not going out with you. I would rather be bound and gagged and left on an anthill covered with honey.
400.
410.
Sold.
Dorothy, I say that.
500.
Sold! And I remembered she left, thanks to you, Dorothy.
You had late night talks with my mother?
All the time.
And she gave you hard candy?
No. I'd ask, but she was always afraid I'd choke on it.
Why didn't somebody tell me it was dinner time?
Ma, it's not dinner, it's the middle of the night.
Again, it was exactly what I used to watch and like so much.
But Jay Sandrich told me, I don't want to hear a Southern accent. And I said, but Susan Harris wrote this character to be more Blanche than Blanche Dubois. And he said, well, I don't want to hear a Southern accent. So I tried doing it with kind of a...
Oh, honey, you gotta burn this. I look like the Rocketeer.
Blanche, forget about your hair. That is Rose's husband with you.
Who, Charlie? No, I never met Charlie.
You not only met him, you slept with him, just like you sleep with everybody.
I most certainly do not.
Oh, constantly Blanche took pictures with the camera over film that was already in it.
Well, how strange. What a great alibi for the future.
But wait a minute, what were you doing taking pictures of yourself in bed?
You've seen her Christmas cards.
Well, I've got 2 tickets here for the final night of the Philharmonic.
Sure that she would win the job as his assistant. Then she got the other key to the room from that woman there. She rushed up to the room. She tore off her clothes.
That's Velcro. It just gives the illusion of a tear.
She flung her dress on the bed. She slipped into a negligee and
Poor little girl. What could be worse than having a mother like that?
Having a grandmother like that.
Now, wait a minute, Rose. I'm just doing this for Melissa. She's been having a wonderful time.
Has she?
Yeah. Melissa, come here. Sweetheart, come here. I want to ask you something. Now, tell me the truth.
When you brought your mother in, so either pay up or Sophia should move out.
Oh, thank you very much. But if anybody is going to put my mother out in the cold, it's going to be me. No, Rose, forget it.
She did sort of just dump the old lady on us, didn't she?
Oh, now you're
Gerald to continue seeing you.
Allow me. Mother, this is where it stops.
See what happens? You put sugar in his tea, didn't you?
It is not the sugar, Mother, it's you.
Mama's boy, huh?
This is my life. I'm a grown man, and I am going to love the woman I want to love, whether she meets with your approval or not.
How about that? Every last cent is gone. No mas dinero.
Dorothy.
But I'm your sister, and I'm here for you.
I guess I've just been feeling sorry for myself, thinking I'm all alone, no one loves me.
Sophia?
What's going on?
Nothing. Nothing. Aha! Sophia!
He followed me home, Ma. Can I keep him? Can I, huh?
Dorothy, what's going on here?
Ma, this is Don. Don, my mother. Ma, Don plays George in Beatlemania.
And Paul, when Ernie's sick.
Hello? Yes, this is she. Oh my God, it's them. It's Jeopardy. I did? Oh, this is wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. What? Yes, she's my roommate. Oh, that is... I feel like I need a spatula to keep them off me. Good thing I don't have one.
Oh, shut up.
Why, Blanche, whatever is the matter?
You know very well what the matter is, Dorothy. This stupid moon has all the men acting crazy. Nobody wants me. It's freaky.
Is he still here? Come on, Dreyfus, you're always the last one to leave a party. What's that? Timmy needs help? I know you always hate it when I do that. Good night. I took it from your purse.
Oh, Sophia, you know what the Bible says. Thou shalt not steal.
Hey, she got one.
Please, no jokes.
Hey, Pussycat, we all deal with this in our own way. Some people make nervous little jokes. Some pose.
Is she okay? She's having open heart surgery.
Oh, no.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, come on, Dawn, I'll take you.
And bring back some of those paper seat covers. Hey, you collect stamps.
Church in style.
You are?
This is my gift to you. I just wanted a minute alone with you to give my blessings, to show I care. Don't you see? I am that hair. I love you, Dorothy. I've always loved you.
And I love you, Stanley. Now drive.